Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Liz passed on the Olympics for this.
These are the opening ceremonies. She chose these opening ceremonies over the drones.
Right here.
All right.
There we go.
I'm making my second pick, which is a little bit controversial, but I have good reason why I'm making it.
Can you speak to controversial? Because everybody wants to say Joe Mixon's so controversial, but I really think that he belongs at least right here or, even a little bit mid-second. But everybody's got a problem with Joe Mixon, or they're on the extreme other side. They love him, so much. Very polarizing.
Typically at the 11th spot here, I would have drafted Travis Kelce, but again, I want to shake things up, and I haven't drafted Diggs yet, and I haven't drafted out of the spot, so I kind of want to see where things fall. I like Mixon because this is a little bit of a fun fact and a stat that I've leaned on. In 2019, he evaded the most tackles per game. That's not a metric that you particularly want your running back to have, because it means the O-line is absolute shite. And that means that he is having to evade 6 tackles a week. He can do it. Great. So we know the talent. When they brought in Joe Burrow, just Joe Burrow with AJ Green and T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd was able to stretch the field enough that the boxes lightened considerably, and Mixon averaged about 2 fewer evaded tackles per week. Now, he did get hurt, and injury concern is something, but also guess what? This is a running back position. Show me a running back that doesn't get hurt, especially that isn't going to get hurt over an extended now 17-week season, or 18-week, I should say, 17 for fantasy purposes season. The boxes lightened significantly, and it was 6 in the box. Player Profiler has one of my favorite stacked box rates. You throw in Jamar Chase, and that field is stretched even more, which means that Mixon is going to become all the more efficient. Also, here's another glimmer of hope. There's no more Gio Bernard. So those pass catching opportunities, which we know Mixon can convert on, will be more available to him now.
I absolutely love that stat when looking at players on Player Profile. And yeah, because it's so interesting on some players. Like, for example, 2 years ago, when CMC had the monster breakout year, he had one of the lowest stack box rates, which was really surprising to me that more people or more teams weren't, trying to load up that box in order to stop him. I absolutely love looking at that and really seeing what the offensive line and defensive line are doing. I got to quickly make a pick here. Let's see.
I'm going to tell you the numbers while you make your pick. So, Mixon last year, his stacked front carry rate was 13.4%, which was RB50. And that's percentage of carries with 8 or more defenders in the box. So he was RB50, light front carry rate, RB7, baby. Wow. Nearly 60% of the time he got a light front carry rate. And again, that was without Jamar Chase. So imagine in an offseason that isn't as abbreviated as last season was, although, the vaccination issue is a whole nother thing. But I just think that the efficiency issues and the work in the passing game keeps him inside my top 12.
I love it.
Joe Mixon sneaking up on the boards here to pair along with Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, to Liz's point, I think it's interesting to see how Cincinnati's trying to build it out. We'll see how successful they can be, but spread the ball out and then assist the run that way. As so long it's been, start the run and then or lean on the run, and then that will help the pass. And this is kind of a reverse osmosis sort of thing with it. But I think that's exactly, they're playing to Joe Burrow's strengths, and that should in turn help Joe Mixon, because if they do become the Cowboys of the North, as we've said a couple times, then you're going to want that Joe Mixon, falling in for a couple times.
Right here.
Oh, you watched the whole video? That's impressive. But if you want to learn how to dominate your draft or win your league, why don't you head on over to thefantasywhispers.com and grab your draft kit today. Or you could click the link in the description below. And if you're still not sold, check out one of these videos.